rain. So Pioneer Field getting its real good first test of some water on the field as well. As we welcome you into Pioneer Field, Brian Staten, glad you could be with us alongside with Nick Forsberg, Don Donnelly, Jim Miller, and the rest of the crew for the Pioneer Sports Network. Johnny Winter will have this ball misplayed, but he's strong enough to win it back, and then it's dispossessed once again as Coker, as Husum will take it away from Winter, and we are underway. Just underway where the Tusculum women in the first of the doubleheader come away with a 6-0 win against the Coker Cobras. Tusculum, another strong win. We'll play again this weekend coming up at Mars Hill on a Friday night before returning home on Wednesday to take on Carson Newman. Cervantes will play it. Overlapping run by Perro. Perro looking into the box with the cross over Rocco Mena. Backing this one up, though. Pioneers put it back in for Cervantes. Mena still does not allow it out of the box. And it's finally cleared away, relieving some pressure for the Cobras. Gontus. Sam Hall has moved up more from a center back position, more of a defensive midfielder. Caridi to Foster. Coker looking to the attack. Oh, got a ball just to stop dead in the box. Again, not as soft of a pitch because of the rain that fell overnight and early this morning. But that ball just stopped dead. Ball played into the box is cleared away by Perro. Connor Green just clearing it up the field, no one in particular. Jenkinson. Winter applying pressure to Coker's center back. And Trimby clearing it all the way up the field. Lise McCray found some success earlier this week on a Wednesday night when they just played it over the top and just went over everyone and just looked for the long ball, generating some goals early and then holding on basically to a 3-0 or staking themselves to a 3-0 win, but staked themselves to a 1-0 lead by just playing the ball over the top. Pioneers more of a possession team, arguably one of the most skilled teams that Allen Vital has had individually. And those individuals looking to put it together as a team, and an early chance and an opportunity that goes just wide off the head of Mena. It's a great look in as Perro from his left back position with an outswinger to that far post just over Winter, and Mena just put his head on it wide. So an early opportunity for the Pioneers, but missing the target. Gontus is played to Bordelon. Sharkusakis has to come and clear it away. Yost will just play it back. Jenkinson and Coker will look to reestablish. Play it all the way back to their keeper, Walker. Justin Walker out of Point St. Lucie, Florida, by way of Eastern Florida State College. Hall winning the ball in midfield. Cervantes gets it to Mena. Overlapping run on a deflection into the box. Cervantes, as it's nicely cleared away by the back four for the Coker Cobras. Trimby has been tested early for Coker. Now a possible counterattack. It'll be a 3v2. Arkusakis steps in front of the cross, and now Caridi watch one sail over the bar. Jacob Simonis with a long attempt from that right wing. Those scored just underway here, so we are approaching a 5-minute mark here of this opening half. Light crowd tonight with light rain falling. I say tonight, it's a late afternoon game. Perro will clear it up. Winter has moved up from a winger position Basically, he is playing the target man up front. Mena as a winger on the right, and Connor Green as a winger on the left. Pioneers with basically a three-striker look, but looking to run their offense through Winter. Winter, arguably one of the top players on Wednesday in the loss to Lees McRae, which is his effort. Got to work on that final pass. Got to work on that touch-finding feet for your teammates. But from a work ethic standpoint, Winter definitely was one of the most dangerous players on Wednesday. Green flicking it to himself, and quickly off his line is going to be Walker, who will clear it up. Will clean it up from the back line. Arkusakis winning the header. Cervantes winning the second ball. And key for Tusculum today is winning the second ball, and then finding your teammate, finding feet. Foster, and a ball that's tackled away from Winter and all the way back to Walker. Green to Mena. Oh, it's a good touch, but it just stuck on his foot. Tried to play it in, it's deflected away. Mena stays with it, nice turn. Into the box, and this one cleared away. Lopez didn't clear it far enough, and now will clear it out of the back. It's Foster plays it down with his chest. Mena. Again into the box, deflected to Winter, and cleared away as Winter tried to win the 50-50 cross, and Trimby battling in the back. Been very physical in the back so far, but I would imagine Winter brings that little extra edge on a hard foul in the box. Referee will likely remember that one. Paul Friend did not have a word for Winter, but again, it's just a 50-50 ball on the cross. Yost looks into the middle. Alfares, and this ball touched away by Daghorn. Caridi had one deflected, dangerous opportunity for Coker. They keep possession, the attacking third. McDonald. Sam Hall will win it. Cervantes on that second ball again. I think key for Tusculum today. Cervantes winning the second ball. Here's Winter on a checking run, and he'll be taken down. Again, Trimby and Winter. Now Friend is going to go and check on one of the Cobras. That's a tough tackle from behind. It's a tough challenge. Winter shaking that one off, and now trying to walk it off. Realize all the little knocks that you take, as soccer can be somewhat of an animated game. And some of the best in the world, a little bit over animated, I think, in many instances. A lot of our young youth who sit down and watch the games and watch about guys all over the place. Friend will have a word with Trimby, kind of emulate their game. So Connor Green on a ball that's played into the box, an easy opportunity for Walker. But you don't realize just how many knocks you do take, and right there for Winter, definitely a tough challenge from behind. Trimby somewhat of a vocal warning. Pero, Green winning that second ball. Then a misplayed ball by Gontus. Good pressure by Hall. Middle of the field for Scaglione. Yost. Oh, nice touch into the box from Bordelone, and it's cleared away by Caridi. Early opportunity here for Coker, their first chance. And now they continue to apply the pressure. Scaglione. Alfares. And now Caridi has to make a stop and a save from 25 yards. Nice strike from the top, Simonis. Good save. Caridi had that one come all the way into his chest. Foster will win a kick. Scaglione unimpressed. And a quick play, easy for Walker. I like to find feet right there. Just find somebody's feet, play it either short. Always have to look to attack. Green and Mena have been very dangerous from the left and the right. Foster will win this ball. The second ball won by Green. And then just played to no one in particular. Coker using the opportunity to play it over the top. Arkusakis coming off an injury, missed last game. Good turn in space. Simonis, such a big target. Plays the ball into the box. He's all alone, and there's a reason. He's offsides. Caridi from the back. Cervantes winning the first ball, and then Winter coming to win the second. Cervantes eventually turning. Oh, it's a good look from Mena. Covered up nicely that time defensively by Lopez. McDonald. Foster will win it. Hall and Foster. Foster tried to play it wide to Pero and gave it away. Arkusakis, though, wins it. Trying that cross. Stepping in front was Yost. Yeah, lost where the ball was. Pero, another long look into the box, and Walker off his line. Simonis at 6'5", out of Webster, Massachusetts. Tough challenge today for Gontus. Winter trying to win the ball once again with the foul. Trimby and Jenkinson. Pioneers begin to apply pressure. Watch Coker possess long enough. Trimby, a dangerous touch, knocked away by Green. Coker keeps possession. Jenkinson. Gantus. Missed it initially, but got it back. Husum gave it away. Pero stepped up to challenge and created a dangerous situation. Jenkinson had to clear it away. Jenkinson, the young freshman out of England. Scoreless here in the first half as the rain falls a little harder here at Pioneer Field. Looking for Yost. Pero will win this foot race. Pero will win another throw. You can check, you can create space and create opportunities with your movement, but sometimes just throwing it right up the line. A throw in that began about even with the Pioneers 18 defensively has nearly moved them into the attacking third. A good look behind the defense, and Cervantes was offsides. Walker with just a reaction save on the shot that was taken by Cervantes. And the offsides flag is up. Dagorn misplayed. Caridi has to come off his line, playing the top of the box, clears it away to Green. Hall. Pero. Tried to look to give it back to Hall. Cervantes will apply some pressure, but Coker will look to possess it now. Bad giveaway in midfield for Foster. Mena. I was looking for Mena. It's got to be a better ball there. Harkusakis. Foster another chance. Finds Cervantes, who is taken down. Second foul for Scaglione on Cervantes. Looking for Winter. And again, Walker's been very busy in his box. 2 shots. He's seen 1 on goal. But the early chance for the Pioneers off the head of Rocco Mena, just missing point-blank range nearly, and missing the target wide right. Good turn by Yost. Here's Jenkinson. Caridi. See the ball starting to skip a little bit more now as the rain continues to come down. And again, fall just a little bit harder. Yost may have deflected that one out of play. No, I'm going to say he missed it. Mena showing off some of that footwork, but again, missing his target. Harkusakis easy to Sam Hall. Hall takes the space. Winter. Green. Mena. Dagorn will follow it up, put it into the box, actually deflected away. Good build up for the Pioneers. Looking for that final piece of that puzzle. Gantus. Mena. Ball on the ground in the box. Dangerous. It gets away. Green touching it into space. Cervantes. And a shot that is deflected off of a Coker player that goes out of play is a Coker throw-in. Troubling. Unless that ball deflected on the shot and deflected twice, how is that a Coker throw? Again, only unless it deflects. A ball that goes forward, meaning Coker applying the pressure, Stoppage in play. Have they explained why we have the stoppage in play? Maybe the yellow lines. Unless they just made a coach's box out of cones. Paul Friend said, "You guys are wandering the sidelines too much." So he made a coach's box for each bench. Well, it's good we brought plenty of cones. Maybe we should use some of our traffic hazards that the Pioneers have in their warm-ups. Have people standing around acting as if we're people. Scoreless as we approach 20 minutes of play here in this first half. Arkusakis winning it to Sam Hall. Green down the left wing. Green looking for Winter. 7 players back for Coker. Very first game of the year, Tusculum versus Barton. Barton took a goal on a counter, might have had 3 opportunities the entire game, and on their second opportunity of the game, put it away. They went up 1-0, and they defended with 9 the rest of the way. And as technically sound as this Pioneer team was, and as dominant as they were in that game, with possession, shot opportunities, they never could solve the last piece of the puzzle. But a good game plan by Barton. Coker, in some way, have attacked with just 3, and they have been basically playing back with 7. Yeah, it's not a good look. No. Whereas we've got 25, 30 minutes before the heaviest amount of this rain will start to come down here at Pioneer Field. Wind advisories in the area that will begin at 6 o'clock this evening. And that wind and rain will stay basically here in the Appalachia region for the rest of the night into tomorrow. But drought-like conditions have plagued East Tennessee. Again, without rain, substantial amount of rain for almost 2 months, and without any trace of rain for 25 days. Green gets away with playing one down with his hand. The reason I know that's because you hear all the guys yelling, "Hey." It's funny, you have one guy out there wearing a green jersey calling the game, but you've got 22 that make sure he knows what he's doing, or not. Bordelon into the box. Member of the all-tournament team last year. And Coker denied. Counterattack from Mena. All sorts of space. Tracking back late is going to be Scaglione. Looking to play the ball 1-on-3 as Winter, and somehow Green comes away with it. Looked like to have seen him go 1-on-1 very early. Cervantes with a chance. Poked away by Walker, and then cleared out of play by Scaglione. Green goes 1-on-1 early and just goes with his left. He had Coker out of position. Walker tested again on the ball that's hit short. And we'll get that skip, that little extra speed. Played in front of the coach's box. And the Pioneers win a throw. Mena into the box. Jenkinson coming over to clear it away. Foster. Hall, one more. Oh, good turn. Give it back to him. Hall into space, into the box. Dangerous. Sheds one defender. Deflected off of Walker. Comes up with the save, and it's going to be cleared by Lopez from the back. Pioneers will keep pressure. Daghorn, though, losing it as he chested it down and knocked away by Coker. And Simonis, long reach, 6'5" frame, knocked it away. Sam Hall creating an opportunity for himself. Good run. Generating his second shot just this season. Typically a center back for the Pioneers, has been asked to move up into the midfield. More of a defensive midfielder. It's a good tackle. Harkusakis anticipates and steps in front of Simonis. And I guess Harkusakis wanted to make sure the ball was cleared out. Beautiful maples. He cleared those. Caridi will let this one go over the line. When in doubt, let it go over. Many coaches would like to see you pick that one up. And he could have played it wide immediately to Daghorn. Instead, it'll be a goal kick. And Caridi will ask everyone to move up. Winter bringing it down. Pero somewhat under pressure and playing it to Coker. They'll look to possess. Walker. Again, the transfer from Eastern Florida State College. Second year with the Coker Cobras. Walker, who has started every game this year for Coker. Last year playing just 4. Johnny Winter once again with that aggressive style, and he had been verbally warned. And now maybe a little bit more than just a verbal warning. So verbal warning early, now a one-sided conversation. Becoming question and answer session with Winter and Friend. Daghorn trying to weave his way through traffic. Good little play here by Cervantes to Mena. Mena, good speed down the right side. Foster cleans it up, looks to put it right back into the dangerous situation where Winter, looking to cross it in, instead plays it back to Foster. Hall, Gantus. Green. Long attempt just over the top of the bar. Green a bit lucky to keep the possession. Stays with it. Got a 30-yard attempt sailing over the bar. A bit ambitious. Walker already in the game for Coker with 3 saves. Good decision by Daghorn. Instead of just playing it forward, brings it down to himself. Creates an opportunity for the Pioneers. Mena. Winter, finish. It was all set up by Daghorn, who didn't play it forward. And then Mena kind of dinked across initially. Winter put himself square between the pipes and buries it into the left corner. Pioneers take a 1-0 lead.
Let's go by number 23, Johnny Winter, assisted by number 28, Rocco Mena.
So Winter scores his first goal of his Pioneer career. Actually puts him on the board. It's a Tusculum team that has a labor of love for scoring this season. Say that to Coker. Coker has just 8 goals in their 8 games. They have allowed 12 on the season. Pioneer team scored 10 goals on the year. And that would be through 10 games. They have allowed 15 on the season. So 2 teams playing today that have labored in the goal scoring department. And Winter moving to that top spot. Tombe, Kavam. Tombe, who does have 2 goals, and Kavam, who has struggled to get going offensively. Senior, who has 18 goals to his Pioneer career, 0s in his column this season in goals and assists. And Winter moves to the top spot, but it was all created by Rocco Mena. Mena with his 2nd assist of the year. And a goal that comes in the 29th minute that was all really started by Claymon Daghorn. Winning just a throw. And as the Pioneers have done so much today, just kind of playing the ball forward. I'm not going to say recklessly or aimlessly, but that was a nice job, a nice bit of composure by Daghorn. Jested it to himself, played it to Mena, and he just made a little bit of a move, a slight move with a little shoulder juke. And it just got the defender to freeze for just a second, who was trailing him, thinking that he had let the ball go, and it allowed him to move into some space just a little bit more into that dangerous area right there on the end line, and it drew all the defense, and Winter just found himself wide open from 9 yards away. And he buried that one into the side netting. And good to get that goal here early as well with the rain coming. I'm not sure if Nick has shown it to you on the satellite images, but the rain is coming, you see. The heaviest amount of it is still south of us, and it's moving from the south to the north. And our location in the little black little peg with plenty of just green around it, but plenty of yellow below us, which is moving our way. Now, seeing if the Pioneers can, not saying that they need to hold on to this 1-0 lead, but the more it rains, the more the field begins to deteriorate somewhat, and the more the footing will be an issue. Daghorn winning the ball, and he goes down, but he's created an opportunity for Mena once again. Might have taken an elbow from Simonis. The ball cleared away, and Daghorn stays down. And that was, I don't think Paul Friend realized exactly what it was right away, but it was Daghorn going in with his head, and I'm not sure if Simonis might have gotten an elbow up or not, but it looks as if he's got a cut potentially on the forehead. No, it looks as if he'll be okay. He just went in to his elbow. He did win the ball so many times. You've got to protect yourself as well, and Daghorn kind of went in, won the ball, and then maybe just grazed the shoulder of Simonis. But anytime there is the concussion protocol, it goes all the way down to United States youth soccer, all the way to the elite Champions League. Anytime there is any potential head injury, play is going to be stopped. I just don't think Paul Friend noticed it right away. Coker had won the ball when play was stopped. Winter will play it back to Walker, and we're back under play. Daghorn back on the pitch. Oh, good look here. Mena Cervantes just pinballing it around the Coker defense. Coker still, though, with 7 behind the ball. Harkusakis tried to clear it away. Cleared it off of Bordelon. Bordelon out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana, from Catholic High School. A staple at Coker. Remember that all-tournament team last year, as mentioned, 14 games last year, started 8 of them. This year he started every game. Hall looking for Green, cleared away by Yost, not far enough. Pero wants Green to move, so he just continued to take the space. Hall comes back. Winter receiving the pass, 30 yards from goal. What's your target guy to move and get into space? And Cervantes will shoot it out of play. It's just that final piece. That's that last pass. Too many unforced turnovers by this youthful, exuberant Pioneer soccer team. That's the best way to explain. A lot of people shaking their heads. What's going on with Tusculum? Last year opened up with the school record in wins to open up the year. Started the year at 13-0. Tournament champions. Battling Wingate to the very last game of the season for the regular season title. Walker off his line, cleared it away from Winter. I'm not sure. I think Winter's finally going to get booked. He goes in on Walker at the 6. And Winter, I know what he's saying here. He's just pleading his case. He's like, look, the ball's in the air. Friend has the yellow card out. He's saying, look, I've warned you 3 times. I don't. And again, I'm going to side with Winter here just a little bit, even though you can't ever engage the goalkeeper in the 6. He's just going after a ball that was crossed in. Winter is booked. But to finish a team last year that did lose 10 leaders from this Pioneer team, and not all of them were starters. Think of people like Ricardo Silva and Ashley Elsey, who are on the staff right now for this Pioneer team. Didn't factor necessarily last year on the pitch, but they were leaders off of it. And I think for this young team, for the Pioneers, bringing in so many talented players from all over. Looking for that one leader. And really, who has caught my eye is the guy that just got booked, has been Winter. May not play perfect, may not play the best, and not always have the best pass, but a guy that gives consistent effort every single time. And I think that's somewhat why he's been rewarded by moving him up top. As Alan Vitalik and Josh Scott continue to try to tinker with this lineup to put some guys in the best positions to be successful. Already seeing Sam Hall moving up into a defensive midfielder position. Mena really nowhere to go. Took a tumble. The Coker coaching staff is telling him to get up. Paul Friend will stop play with 9:50 on the clock. 1-0 Tusculum on a Johnny Winter goal from Rocco Mena. On a play that was really started by Claymon Daghorn. Bordelon can win it for the Pioneers. Harkusakis has been solid there in the back. All-conference performer. Green. Nowhere to go but a good turn. Winter, again from that target position, coming back to receive a pass. Puts Dagorn into space. Pioneers really starting to control the offensive third. It's a nice job by Winter receiving the pass. Pero continuing his run. Winter continues to show off the foot skill. Green will play it in. Cervantes winning it. Dagorn wants to finish. Walker, though, in the good spot. If the ball's higher and more toward that left post, Walker's in trouble. Dagorn just didn't get enough on it. It was the turn right there. He did not push the ball enough into space to give him an opportunity to put much on that. If he pushes the ball more into space on the turn or the cut, that's an extremely dangerous opportunity. Gantus. Into the game has come Yao Silva. Silva has been inserted into the midfield. I heard a whole lot today from Husum, sophomore out of Norway. The middle of that, patrolling the middle areas right there with the touch. Just hasn't been able to do much. Trimby, haven't said much from him. Simonis chasing down a long ball that Caridi comes off his line to play. Didn't get all of that one. Husum winning it. Simonis, that 6'5" frame, winning it. And the offsides flag will go up. Simonis quickly tried to play Bordelon into space. Silva. Simonis. Harkusakis all over it. Looking over at Caridi. Speak to me. And Caridi in his Argentinian slang. And Harkusakis says, okay, okay. Jenkinson. Coker down 1-0. Tried to build from the back. Tusculum has been very opportunistic. That's a nice couple of turns here by Lopez. A little miscommunication, but Harkusakis shielding Simonis nicely. Good turn in midfield, but a poor attempt by Silva. Cervantes winning it out of the air. Mena. Cervantes running onto it. It's cleared away. Winter looking for the second ball, will win it. Can he put it down on the turf? Green. Pero. Takes the space, gets around Yost, into the box. Dangerous cross. Mena trying with the outside of the foot and will win a corner. Sure, Mena had a real good opportunity to score. His hips weren't on target. He's tried with the outside of the foot to flick it towards the goal, and it was deflected out off of Coker. Oscar Rubio Jimenez will check in. Mena has had a solid first half. Rocco earning his second point of the year with an assist. So it'll be an in-swinger for Jimenez. Just off the bench, the substitute playing it in. Gantus. Is that one a deflection? No, it's straight off Gantus' head. Gustavo Gantus in his second game, his second start. Dagorn. Connor Green has moved to the right side with Jimenez. With that left foot on the left wing. Winter. Cervantes. Pero. Jimenez taking space. Here's Dagorn. Green. In the box. High of the bar. Tough angle for Green. Nonetheless, another good opportunity by the Pioneers as they build it up in the offensive third. Just inside the box. Walker had it well defended. It's always going to be a tough shot for the right footer. Inside of 3 minutes to the half, Pioneers get the go-ahead goal in the 29th minute from Johnny Winter and lead it 1-0. Winter, who has been booked, has just been a menace against the back four. Trimby been responsible just trying to defend him. So Tusculum with the dangerous opportunity, just 35 yards. Now we'll move it back 45 yards, 43 yards away. An opportunity here for Green, but Gantus has come up. Gustavo has moved up from his center back position. Green, far post. Hall plays it down. Gantus can't turn onto it. He had Cervantes running onto it. And if the two communicate just a little bit better, Cervantes has an easy finish. Little moments like that for this Pioneer team. Hall does the right thing, plays it right back into the box, and Cervantes is running onto it. He has all his momentum running onto the ball. He's screaming for it. But Gantus is in the box, in the moment. He's there for a reason. He's supposed to finish. He's unable to turn and put it on frame. Just his second game. Again, just little moments like that as far as chemistry. Good bit of defending here by Harkusakis. And Jimenez with a nice little turn, but he can't finish it off.
1 minute remaining in the first half, 1 minute.
Husum comes to clear it away. Keep the pressure in the attack for Coker. Good win here by Scaglione. He's upset with the man in the green shirt. A good opportunity from distance, just wide of the mark. Good save by Caridi, got just a piece of it. But all sorts of velocity on this shot attempt by Simonis. And again, it's 6'5". Oh, that's a great attempt. Caridi just got a piece of it and moves it wide of the bars. The rain comes down as hard as it has been on the day.
10, 9,
and the
8,
corner is dangerous
7,
but cleared away
6,
here at the half.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
And so the Pioneers will go to the half, leading it by a score of 1-0. A lot about this first half has been, you know, you can tell when there's a tropical system moving in because it has almost been stifling, even though it's not been sunny, but it's been very humid And now this tropical system moving in, you start to feel the difference in the temperature starting to drop. I would say it'll be much different when these two teams come out at the half. But at the half, the Pioneers have a Johnny Winter goal, and the Pioneers will go into the locker room as they lead it by a score of 1-0. More coming up here on the Pioneers Sports Network. The most skilled teams that Allen Vitale has had individually. And those individuals looking to put it together as a team, and an early chance and an opportunity that goes just as far as, and now Caridi has to make a stop and a save. 1-on-3 is Winter, and somehow Green comes away with it. Looked like to have seen him go one-on-one very early. Cervantes with a chance, poked away by Walker, and then cleared. Green. Long attempt just over the top of the bar. By Dagorn, instead of just playing it forward, brings it down to himself. Creates an opportunity for the Pioneers. Mena. Winter, finish. Head injury. Play is going to be stopped. I just don't think Paul Friend noticed it right away. Battling Wingate, the very last game of the season for the regular season title. Walker off his line, cleared it away from Winter. Play it in. Cervantes winning it. Dagorn wants to finish. Walker, though, in the good spot. If the ball's... Pero takes the space, gets around Yost, into the box. Dangerous cross. Mena trying with the outside of the foot. Here's Dagorn. Green in the box. High of the bar. Position. Green, far post. Hall plays it down. Cantus can't turn onto it. He had Cervantes. A good opportunity from distance, just wide of the mark. Good save by Caridi. Got just a piece of it.
So much of life these days is rushing around from one place to another. Sometimes you just want to enjoy the journey on the way to the destination. And part of what makes it a little more enjoyable is an appreciation for the folks who help you get there. At Ingalls, we know that the people who send you on your way are the same ones who keep you coming back.
I think you should take it for a spin. Are you serious?
Ingalls, all the ingredients for family. The first date. Only one chance to make that first impression. Don't worry, this might be new for you, but Ingalls has been there before. From flowers to the freshest ingredients, we have everything you need to put your best foot forward.
I'm so sorry.
Remember, you can't get to happily ever after without once upon a time.
Wow, it's funny running into you.
Ingalls, all the ingredients for family.
Tusculum College is Tennessee's first college. Established in 1794, Tusculum's beautiful campus is nestled in the foothills of the Great Smoky Mountains, where students from all around the world have found a home. Tusculum can help you pioneer your path to success. Visit online for more information at tusculum.edu or call 423-636-7300 and discover the Pioneer experience for yourself. The Tusculum experience is 20 sports, one team, striving for excellence. The Tusculum experience offers state-of-the-art facilities for practice and game days. If you seek a championship atmosphere, the Tusculum experience is for you. Visit online through TusculumPioneers.com Call 423-636-7300 to discover the Pioneer experience for yourself.
The first date. Only one chance to make that first impression. Don't worry, this might be new for you, but Ingles has been there before. From flowers to the freshest ingredients, we have everything you need to put your best foot forward.
I'm so sorry. Let me
Remember,
get this
you
for
can't get to happily ever after without once upon a time.
Wow, it's funny running into
Ingles, all the ingredients for family.
Tusculum College is Tennessee's first college. Established in 1794, Tusculum's beautiful campus is nestled in the foothills of the Great Smoky Mountains, where students from all around the world have found a home. Tusculum can help you pioneer your path to success. Visit online for more information at tusculum.edu or call 423-636-7300 and discover the Pioneer experience for yourself.
The challenges facing the country never stop. So neither does the U.S. Army. We train, adapt, and get smarter. Every soldier, every unit, every day. Not to keep up with change, but to drive it. Nobody knows what problems tomorrow will bring, but we do know who will solve them.
So much of life these days is rushing around from one place to another. Sometimes you just want to enjoy the journey on the way to the destination. And part of what makes it a little more enjoyable is an appreciation for the folks who help you get there. At Ingalls, we know that the people who send you on your way are the same ones who keep you coming back.
I think you should take it for a spin. Are you serious?
Ingalls, all the ingredients for family. The first date. Only one chance to make that first impression. Don't worry, this might be new for you, but Ingalls has been there before. From flowers to the freshest ingredients, we have everything you need to put your best foot forward.
I'm so sorry.
Remember, you can't get to happily ever after without once upon a time.
Wow, funny running into
Ingalls, all the ingredients for family.
Tusculum College is Tennessee's first college. Established in 1794, Tusculum's beautiful campus is nestled in the foothills of the Great Smoky Mountains, where students from all around the world have found a home. Tusculum can help you pioneer your path to success. Visit online for more information at tusculum.edu or call 423-636-7300 and discover the Pioneer experience for yourself. The Tusculum experience is 20 sports, one team, striving for excellence. The Tusculum experience offers state-of-the-art facilities for practice and game days. If you seek a championship atmosphere, the Tusculum experience is for you. Visit online through TusculumPioneers.com. Call 423-636-7300 to discover the Pioneer experience for yourself. As we see the Pioneers come back onto the pitch here at Pioneer Field, getting ready for the second half. Rain has been very steady. Tusculum leading it 1-0 here at the break. Tusculum in that first half out shooting Coker 9-2. It's been a problem for Coker this year. You go back to their game with Wingate. They lose the game 1-0. But they were outshot in the game 16-2. And they were outshot in attempts on goal 10-0 by the Wingate Bulldogs in their last game. And again, Coker, who's lost 6 straight, comes in with all of their losses by just 1 goal. So a bit frustrating for them this season, no question about it. It's got to be one of those feelings that what do we have to do to break through? Even the game against Newberry, they put up 3, but got beat 4-3. Every decision by 1 goal. Francis Marion 2-1. Anderson 1-0. Catawba 2-1. Mars Hill 2-1. And the defending national champion Wingate Bulldogs get a 1-0 win. Now Wingate has had their share of struggles a bit early in the year, but they have righted those wrongs. They're 6-0 in the league after they defeat Clayton State yesterday in 2 overtimes. They go to 9-3 on the year. Carson Newman continuing to inch their way up. 6 straight. They're ranked 25th in the country, 6-0-1 in the league, 9-1 with all of their losses. Carson Newman Mars Hill inch their way up. 6 straight. They're ranked 25th in the country in a logjam. LMU Carson LR 2-2 continuing to inch their way up. 4-1. Anderson 2-3-1. Queens 1-3-3. Tusculum 1-2-2. Catawba 1-2-1, and Coker winless in the bottom of the table. Today, Tusculum leading at 1-0. Out shooting Coker 9-2 in this first half, and it was a first half goal in the 29th minute by Johnny Winter, assisted by Rocco Mena. It was a wonderful built-up play, but it was Claymon Dagorn. Again, it's just opinion, but just in my opinion, Dagorn was really the reason for that goal. When you have a man who played with composure, plenty of composure. Brought the ball down to his foot, played it to Mena, made a nice move into the box, went to the line, played it into a wide open Winter who buried it into the left corner. Second half underway. Glad you could stay with us. Brian Staten, part of the Pioneer Sports Network. Dom Donnelly bringing you the Tusculum women who win it 6-0 in our first game here today against Coker. The only change for Tusculum in that first half was Oscar Rubio Jimenez, who came in to start this late in the first half. He stays on. Yao Silva also staying on for Coker. Let's see that they actually do see they've made a little bit of adjustment. McDonald playing more up to the top. Simonis and Bordelone all at the top for Coker. Looking to get in the attack. That's more three across the front, where it was just basically Simonis up top. McDonald and Bordelone playing behind him. Yao Silva Network. Dom Donnelly bringing you the Tusculum women who win it 6-0 in our first game here today. More up to the top. And again, Alfares was taken off for Silva, and now another injury. Playing more. And of course, Winter is involved, and that's Trimby. Trimby's got to be thinking, I went into that locker room to get away from number 23. Trimby is going to have nightmares of Winter on their 7.5-hour bus trip back to Coker, to Hartsville, South Carolina today. Winter's like that pesky gnat you just can't get rid of. You want him on your team, no question about it, but for a defense, he has put them under pressure all game. Jenkinson, Harkusakis winning the ball in the back. Cervantes. Connor Green ran out of real estate. I think Connor realized how close he was to the sideline there. Silva. Oh, it's a good ball through, but Caridi's come off and it's misplayed by Harkusakis and Caridi, and then an open goal is missed by Simonis. Talk about haunting. Harkusakis and Caridi, they have not been on the same page. It's an open net, and Simonis cannot turn it and steer it in between the pipes. No question, the best chance for Coker. Simonis looking for his 4th goal of the year. I don't know that there was probably an easier chance. I haven't seen him all year. But that'd have to be at least one of the easier chances. Not always easy as you're drifting away from the pipes to turn your hips and square yourself to the target. But either way, you're here playing collegiate level soccer for a reason, and he knows that he should have put that one away. Hard challenge here as Cervantes goes down. But he's fine. So some miscommunication between Harkusakis and his goalkeeper. Will play it into the box, but they created an early opportunity here in the second half for an equalizer for Coker. Lopez, good bit of composure on the back. And Bordelone can't get the ball away from Winter, tried to lift one over the goalkeeper, but a bit too high. I have misidentified Bordelone along with Alfares for much of the game. I'll get those two right eventually. Long attempt for McDonald. Dagorn does a nice job to clear it away. Alfares. So they had him off the field for Silva. But Aladdin definitely out there from Sweden. Outstanding sophomore campaign that he had last year. Started 17. Had 10 goals to lead the way. Second team all-conference selection and all-tournament selection as well for Alfares. And just misidentified him through the game. Good overlapping run by Perro, who actually put that one on target. Walker keeps it in play. Battling with Alfares is Harkusakis, as he has done much of the entire game. Cervantes will play it back to Harkusakis. Tremby winning this battle with Winter. Somewhat gave up on the play. Bordelon dispossessed. Good tackle by Foster. Hall looking to play it in behind the defense to Jimenez. Can't knock it forward. Have to track it down before it goes out of play. So quick, and then taken off the ball. Shakir is checked into the game. Long way from California to Hartsville, South Carolina. Shakir battling with Jimenez. Silva can't turn. Jimenez had to take it away. Simonis onside. Harkusakis plays it out for a corner. Second corner for Coker. Coker will put 4 basically in the mouth of the goal. Sam Hall tried to flick it. Instead, it goes out of play for another corner. Outswinger right into the net. Tremby on the finish from the corner. Not as if he was unmarked, but he put that one through with some power. Caridi coming off just didn't get there in time. And a lot of Pioneers staring around at each other on that finish by Tremby. Tremby gets his first goal of the season. And a Coker team playing in their 9th game, they get their 9th goal.
Coker goal scored by number 16, Matt Tremby, assisted by number 4, Stefan Husum.
So Husum from the spot. Go back to Sam Hall trying to clear that ball out of the box, and it went back over the line to give Coker another chance. And that was a perfect cross by Husum. So the Pioneers, as they have been all season long, locked in another tie. The equalizer coming from Tremby in the 53rd minute. Winter goes down, and the official, Paul Friend, was going to play advantage, but Green losing possession. And Winter will go down. A little bit of miscommunication in the back on that corner. Again, Coker, who had played 4 guys into the mouth of the goal. And it was only Pero that was back there. Look at it again, no one around. Harkusakis standing, and Gantus Pero was covering up the front post. I assume they felt as if the keeper in the 6 should have gotten there, but Caridi did not get there in time. A good finish by Tremby for the equalizer. Tusculum and Walker on the deflection. Don't believe Gantus got a piece of that one. Walker in the right spot. Yeah, it's a little friendly fire. Maybe Harkusakis got a piece of it. So tied at 1. The Tusculum women's team played rain-free. The men have been playing here game 2 at Pioneer Field. All game in the rain. Alfares dispossessed. Connor Green to Dagorn. Oh, he tried to get cute. Alfares from distance is closed down in a hurry by Harkusakis. Bordelon plays it to Simonis in an offside position. Long strider in Simonis at 6'5". Coker on just their 5th shot of the game. And their 3rd on goal has equalized here in this second half. And as dangerous as Tusculum has been much of the day, 11 shots, 6 of them on goal. This is just the norm for what Coker has dealt with all season long. Tight games. Their win was a 2-0 win against Shaw. And they may have looked somewhat dominant in the stat sheet against Shaw in that game, but a game that was somewhat evenly played. Simonis, good turn and takes the space. Alfares touching it into space, playing it into the box, and Caridi right to him. Harkusakis went down on a slide. Again, he's been dealing with an injury with a hamstring. And he stays down. And Paul Friend will ask for the training staff to come out. Not sure if he... I know in the football game yesterday, where the Pioneers won, defeated Mars Hill 28-24, they were dealing with a sprinkler head that was exposed on that side of the field. You go down on a slide and you hit the top of a sprinkler head, it takes about 5 layers of skin off. I don't know if that's what it was or not, but Harkusakis just went down into a normal slide, but has been dealing with a hamstring injury. And again, he has kind of been hampered. So Hall is going to go back and assume his natural position as a center back. Has been playing the defensive midfielder position. Oh, he just catch a foot. Yeah, he did. Alfares just got a boot onto Harkusakis. And so the Pioneers are going to play with 10 for the time being. And a little aggressive was Dagorn. Lopez has been solid in the back. Harkusakis played for the U16 national team at the Aegean Cup before coming to Tusculum last season. Had a stellar campaign in his freshman year, earning all-conference accolades. Jimenez losing possession, and now it's a counter McDonald, a bad ball played, but Sam Hall can't clear it away. And they're going to say play on. The ball looked to go over the line. Sam Hall, as he teaches our youngsters in the Greenville Soccer Station at Galaxy. Connor Green with the nice little back heel and a bit ambitious to go to goal from about 18. But Sam Hall says, as a defender, put your hands behind your back. And as McDonald was getting ready to put the ball across, did just that. Rocco Mena back in for Jimenez. Harkusakis is going to stay out, and Yvonne Ondebach will be on for the Pioneers for the first time. And Harkusakis has a wrap that he is taking off, and will probably, I'm not even sure he's even going to put it back on. McDonald, Sam Hall will close him down, was going to go into the slide, looking to play it behind the defense for Alfares, and it's cleared away by Foster. Coker, the more dangerous team here in the second half, as we have nearly played 15 minutes. It would appear the day is done for Harkusakis, who will put on the jacket, has taken off the jersey. Another corner that's dangerous in the box that had to be cleared away by Foster. And as this rain continues to fall, we're going to probably get a little more, the game's probably going to get sloppier. Take a look at that. You see the radar, and all that yellow and red is moving and inching its way closer. (1-1), Tusculum and Coker. Pioneers have never defeated Coker on their home field. They are 0-2 against Coker all time here at Pioneer Field. But for Tusculum, all time in Hartsville, they are 2-0 against Coker. And the Pioneers last year in the semifinals, winning it 2-0. Harkusakis, get a good look at him right there. It's the injury that has plagued him over the last week, missing Wednesday's game, hamstring injury. Went down on a slide on Alfares, and it looked as if maybe he had just gotten a knock on a boot. Wouldn't have been anything substantial. I think it was more that he had overextended himself to start this second half, and a little bit about that is the weather. You go in at the halftime, go into an air-conditioned building, and it's been very sticky, very hot as far as the humidity. This rain is not cooling things off, really. And then you come out after a cold start to the second half, and you get extended, and Coker is the team that has been the aggressor. They have been the more dangerous side here in this second half. And there is going to be a foul just outside of the box. Trimby, the goal scorer. And a dangerous spot here for Tusculum. But just to finish up on Harkusakis, it's tough to get your legs going when you stop and then extend yourself with a very dangerous Alfares that you have been battling much of the game, who I have identified as borderline much of this game. Alfares has been the guy that has been the responsibility of the captain, Harkusakis, who is done now for the game. So Sam Hall moves back to that center back position. Yvonne Ondebach is in. Going to goal was Connor Green from just outside of the box. And it's deflected away. Puts it right back in, and Walker comes off his line, and no one's there. and did not play advantage there. And then he did not allow Ondevok to start and restart quickly. A little jersey tug. Wide to Green, looking for Green. And miscommunication for the Pioneers. Checking into the game for Tusculum. Opportunity for Coker to put this one away, and they will. Long ball played over the top into space. And from a poor angle, the Coker Cobras will take a 2-1 advantage. Caridi can't believe it got by him. But it does for sure.
Coker goal scorer number 9, Aladdin
And
Alvarez.
Alfares able to put it away for the Coker Cobras.
Assisted by number 45, Atia Shakir.
So the fourth goal for Alfares this season, his 8th point, and Coker takes a 2-1 lead on the Pioneers. They've just been the better team here in the second half, creating more chances, more opportunities. Here is the goal scorer. Looking up for Simonis, and he'll receive this one in an offside position. Poor angle, and a goal scorer just knows how to finish. Ball that's played out. Daghorn, Cervantes. Poked away by Silva. Pioneers are going to win. No, it'll be Coker winning a kick. Dealing with Mena. Long ball played out of the back for Coker by Shakir, and in the 63rd minute, 10 minutes apart for the Coker goals here in this second half. They have found the go-ahead goal. Simonis trying to chip the keeper. It's a good attempt, but it goes high of the bar. Again, another long ball over the top, and it's just a flick on by Alfares. That one just high. Coker dangerous right now. Tusculum has got to find a way to somehow figure a way to get back into the match. Calm some things down. And now I don't know what Chris Williams, what he and the assistant referee are discussing. But it's animated. Meanwhile, the rain continues to fall. We're not getting any drier. Chris Williams, a graduate of Lindsey Wilson, 2011. Lindsey Wilson near Somerset, Kentucky, I believe it is. Back in the day, and when I'm talking about that, that means back in the day. It's a long time ago. A basketball school that wins NAIA national championships, and a soccer team that was as good as any. In Somerset, Kentucky. You can't find it on a map. I'm not sure GPS would get you there. They had some of the best international players you could think of. And Tusculum is an NAIA school. Chance for Tusculum here. Unable to finish. Ben Letayev. Ben Letayev has come in as a substitute, playing the left wing, gets an opportunity. Playing in his 5th game of the season. Foster. Here's Green. Plays it into the box, and Walker in good position, just snaring that cross. Winter, who has gone out, he was a bit banged up. Then Letayev comes in, and Green moves to the top. Pioneers must start to find some pressure, find a way to apply the pressure. We go with 25 minutes remaining in the match, down 2-1. Gantus. Good win from Alferez. This one out of play for the Pioneers. Pero. Trimby, the goal scorer, and very physical on that back line. Whistled for a foul. Green for the back post. Walker clears it away. And Foster interfered with Walker's punch attempt, whistled for a foul. It's a dejected Pioneer bench at this time. Can the 11 out there on the field find a way to equalize? Hall looking to switch the attack. It's a great ball to Bentlav. Into space, Alferez. He's got McDonald to his left. He goes to his right, Simonis. Bordelon turning and had it knocked away. Well, Coker has gone to the three attackers. And Simonis, Alferez have been very dangerous. That's a good shot. You can see that rain, how hard it's coming down as Bordelon will throw it in. Gantus will clear it away. Tusculum took a 1-0 lead from Johnny Winter from Rocco Mena in the 29th minute, but Coker, a little adjustment to their lineup, and they haven't wavered. After taking the lead, they have not gone back into their shell in any way. They've continued to attack with those three up top. Matt Trimby on a corner from Stefan Husum in the 53rd, and then Aladdin Alferez gets his 4th of the year. Shakir providing the assist from the back, from the spot, from a free kick. Just playing it through the entire team and taking a tough angle right side of the box past Caridi to the side netting. On frame by Alferez. Mena. Trimby will poke it away. Mena taking a tumble, taking a knock by Trimby. Yeah, it was a tough knock. And Trimby even checking as he went down on a slide, looking to get by Mena. They will call out the trainers. Yeah, I don't think Mena's going to be good. Pioneer team that will be on the road this coming Friday, where they travel to Mars Hill. They return to Pioneer Field against Carson Newman. That battle of US 11E, where the Pioneers, after play Carson Newman will finish out the season 3 of 4 here at Pioneer Field. Carson Newman, 21st at Catawba. Then they get a non-conference showdown with Lee, and then the 28th senior night against the Wingate Bulldogs. 7:30 start here on that Saturday to end the regular season. Anything but what the Pioneers had anticipated this year and what everybody else in the league had thought. When you pick Wingate 1 and Tusculum 2, Wingate has shrugged off a slow start to their season and have found themselves right there at the top of the table once again with Carson Newman. Carson Newman and LMU, Wingate, solid seasons overall. Some 20 minutes remaining. Can the Pioneers find that equalizer? Winter, apparently his game is over with. Took a tough knock from Trimby early in this second half. Harkusakis, his night is over as well. Captain starting center back. Tusculum is adjusted. They've moved Sam Hall back to his natural position as a center back. Brought in Andebach. In that midfield, Foster, Cervantes, and Andebach patrolling the midfield. Yao Silva and Sean Foster. Nice little exchange there, a little physical exchange. Gantus, bit of indecision in the back, but he does win a throw. Under 20 minutes remaining. Rain continues to fall steadily. Walker on his best clearance. Put it out of play. Pioneers with a bit of a sense of urgency here. Pero, Benletaev. Ooh, little slip on the pitch. Benletaev gets up, maintains possession. Green gives it back to Hall. Dagorn. Played in by Mena, just missing the cross. Foster. Ball is deflected and out of play, a throw for the Pioneers. Starting to build back in the attack, control possession. Mena dispossessed but wins it back for the Pioneers. Gantus looking for Pero. Will he keep it in play on the ball that skipped on the turf? He cannot. Andebach. Green. Playing it wide. Stepping in front as he has done much of the game as Lopez has been solid in the back. 2 second half goals for Coker. One on a corner. Another on a long ball played out of the back. Both finishes. Trimby. Alferez. Alferez looking for McDonald. Sam Hall. Poking it away to Dagorn. Keeps it in play. He misses Green. And now another chance over the top for Coker on a counter. Simonis cannot keep it in play. Talked about the heaviest part of that rain that was still making its way from the south to us. Here in the Appalachian Mountain region. And the heaviest part of that rain now making its way to us. We have just entered the wind advisory as well. Expect the winds to start to pick up. Tusculum will give it away. And you see, gone through a little band already, but it's a welcome sight for East Tennessee, Western North Carolina, Southeast Tennessee, into Virginia and Kentucky, where it's been so dry. But as the game goes on, it gets sloppier. Coker has been able to find the two that they have needed here in the second half to take the lead. It'll be a lot more difficult for Tusculum. It could just take one mistake from the back, one misplay, one slip. It doesn't have to be pretty. Usually in these types of games, finishes aren't always pretty. Dagorn. Here's Ondebach. Hall under some pressure. Looks for the ball over the top. Benletayev, can he keep it in play? Can't. Again, that's what we talk about. Look for that ball over the top so many times with the rain, the way it's falling. It's going to skip. It's going to move faster. "15 minutes remain, unless the Pioneers can find an equalizer." Alferez has been so dangerous. Simonis knocking Gantus off the ball. Silva came in that first half, and he has stayed on the pitch. Silva has played solid. Dagorn as Mena, and he plays a ball right to Lopez. Keeps it in play for a counter. Dagorn was out of position, joining the attack. Alferez. That's a good win by Cervantes, and then Dagorn gets in his way. Miscommunication allowed the first goal. Can the Pioneers counter themselves? Benletayev. No options, and he gives it up to Silva. Simonis. Again, that ball just skipped on by. Caridi off his line. Plays it to Mena. Dagorn with an overlap. Creating numbers and an opportunity. We needed somebody to take the space. Mena had done a nice job. Compounds the problem with a physical challenge. Paul Friend will have to go over, and it'll be a booking. It'll be the second, or not. No, it's just a very tough physical challenge. The rain falling as hard as it has the entire game. You hear it hitting the stands. Again, don't worry about the puddling issue at Pioneer Field because we haven't had any rain. So it'll be soaked up when it continues to rain overnight. And into next week, we'll check that. But nobody will be at home on Pioneer Field until next week. Next Wednesday will be the next home game here, when Tusculum battles Carson Newman homecoming week. Pioneer football team will play Saturday against Catawba. Alferez receiving the pass, like he may have been offsides, but when the ball was played, was level. Dagorn. Mena. Ondebach. From distance. Oh, Walker misplayed it. It goes behind him, and he will nearly be driven into the goal as Renato Skoko comes in. That's what we talk about. Ondebach from distance. This is that misplay. It knuckles on Walker, and it nearly gets through, and Skoko is nearly able to poke it away. Does a nice job holding up, and Walker keeping the ball from going across the line. Now the best chance for the Pioneers here in the second half. Can they find that equalizer? Under 12 minutes to play. They trail 2-1. Ondebach, who took that attempt from distance. Get it back from Foster. And another substitute will come in. Andreas Kavam. Will he find a way? Pioneers will make that adjustment. Alan Vital, a tactical adjustment here where Green and Kavam will play up top. Pioneers will basically play three in the back. So Sam Hall will assume the center. Gantus will move over to the left side, and Dagorn will stay on the right. So the Pioneers will defend the three by Coker because they are attacking with three. And they have sent Kadarius Great out of Loris, South Carolina, into the game. This is the opportunities that you give up, counterattacks for Coker. But Tusculum needs to find that equalizer, and Kavam has checked in, taking out Pero from his left back's position. Last 10 minutes or so, the Pioneers have been able to control possession. Can they keep possession? 8 assistant referees on the far sideline asking for the throw. Skoko into the match with Kavam. Gantus, no options, plays it back. Had Caridi, but he had not come off his line. So he took the safe option. When in doubt, kick it out. Gantus as a assistant coach with the Greenville Soccer Association with the Galaxy. Goal kick here. Bordelon, nice job over there shielding Skoko. 9 to play. Coker leading 2-1. 2 second half goals for the Cobras. Alferez, one of them. He has a man wide open in front of the goal, and he'll finish it off. Great on a counter. And the Coker Cobras have taken a 3-1 lead. Great goes 5-hole. And now the Pioneers in a big hole. Just a good finish. That's a goal scorer's ball right in front of the box. Kadarius Great, just his 6th game.
Kadarius Great, assisted by number 9, Aladdin Alvarez.
With his first goal of the season, his first point as well. And this young Pioneer team still searching. Again, tactically, you have to make the change, but it creates those opportunities. And the back three for the Pioneers unable to keep the ball out of the back of the net. Start to see some slippage on the football sideline as you see it. Ball that will go under. This will be Green. And players starting to find it tough to get their footing. Gantus goes down to a slide and almost gets stuck into the turf. No, Great finished that. And not an own goal. He finished that. That's a goal scorer's goal. That's a goal scorer's goal. 3-1 Coker. Checking to see if maybe tracking back, Daghorn might have been the one to poke it in. He was definitely tracking back, but that's Great's goal. He finishes it. He's the one that put the velocity on it. He's the one that got it 5-hole through Caridi. A valiant effort by Daghorn, no question about it. Pioneers exposed somewhat just because of the formation they're playing. Daghorn has been more into the attack. Quadarius Great found himself right in front after a counter. Start to see some puddling. We'll see that again on the, as it's outlined, the football turf itself. And a dangerous challenge here by Great, the goal scorer. He's going to get just a straight yellow. Dangerous and late. And tough. Was it? Did he even get him? Yeah, I'm not sure. Tusculum leading this game 1-0. Coker has found the back of the net 3 times here in the second half. A coming out party for Coker. Green, as he tried to play that ball in, slipped as he struck the ball. You see some of that puddling on the sideline of the football field, but the football areas itself seem to be okay, but it's the sidelines where the water will run off the field. Definite puddling on this near sideline. Rain persistent, just continued to fall. That's a pretty good shot of it. You have 7 people in the stands. There's about 30 that are directly below us. I think I miscounted 4. You must love soccer to be out in this. Hall will win it, but Yao Silva playing it. Nice turn on 3 defenders. And then the Meg on Mena. Under 6. Can the Pioneers find 2? Caridi gives it away. Simonis. That ball stopped dead over there on that very far sideline, the football field sideline. And Simonis, his 6'5" frame, is trying to kill the clock. Cervantes plays it wide to Mena. Dispossessed, helps out his own cause. Coker. And again, right there in that damp spot. And then Yao Silva. It's a little testy here late, committing a foul. Professional foul. Yeah, you see it right there. Any ball played over there, it's going to lose its pace. Connor Green to put it in play. Pioneers, it needs to be here. Needs some magic right now. Green, but Walker easily played in the goal mouth. Walker, who has played every minute in goal for Coker this year. Coker has not won since September 9th. Nearly a month. In position to win just their 2nd of the year, but winning their first conference game of the season. Lopez battling with Mena. They say play on. Mena tried to cross it in. It'll go across the inline for a corner. Pioneers just their 2nd corner We'll need something right here. On the ground, played in, maybe a slip. Yvonne Ondebach plays it quickly. Green, Mena. And he and Dagorn not on the same page. Everybody pushed up for the Pioneers. I've not seen Kavam get a touch just yet as he came in as an offensive substitute. Mena and Dagorn again not on the same page. Coker looks for a quick counter. Gantus puts it right back in. Kavam had it played away from him. Into the box. Great. The goal scorer. And Gantus, nice challenge. Skoko with pace. And that'll be played out for a corner. Pioneers running out of time. Approaching 2 minutes to play, down 3-1. Have never beaten Coker at home. Coker, a member of the South Atlantic Conference 2013. They are 2-0 all time, or 0-2 all time against Coker here at home. Connor Green taken to turf. Is it a throw or a kick? Could be a throw. Kavam. Skoko looking to change the attack. Hall playing it over the top. Ball hits a puddle. And it'll be whistled dead for a goal kick. It just died. We'll stop the clock with 1:28. We'll say this, Andreas Kavam has the nicest hair of anybody out there. He's got that thing braided up today. I'm curious as if he did that himself. If so, that took some skill. That is some, that would take some skill right there. Get a shot of that. Look at that. That's good work. Tusculum down 3-1, not worried about the hairstyles. And now as we approach a minute to play, Kavam, nice turn in the box. Plays it up top, and it just dies. Starting to see that
1
puddling.
minute remaining in the second half, 1 minute.
It'll be a free kick for Coker. A lot of that puddling now in the goal mouth. Yeah, you can really start to see some of it. It's taken as much as it can. It's been a heavy downpour second half of this second half, about the last 20 minutes. Coker is going to return home against Lincoln Memorial next week, and we'll add another. No, just wide by Great. That's a pretty good opportunity. Again, just this is how Coker has scored their goals, just kind of on a counter, trying to chip the goalkeeper. That didn't miss by much. They'll go home with their first win of the season in the South Atlantic Conference, their second win, and their first since September 9th.
3, 2, 1, 0.
And this Tusculum Pioneer team just can't get it solved right now. Young team, very unfortunate. Pioneer team that's just dejected, taking a 1-0 lead. They lose their captain, their leader, Parker Sakis. And he exits the game, and his Pioneers give up 3 goals after exiting. The rain that fell will only come a little bit harder with this 3-1 loss for the Tusculum Pioneers, who outshot Coker in the game 15-9. Johnny Winter got things started for the Pioneers early. They came out into the second half But it was all Coker after some possession time for the Pioneers in that first half, or early in the second half. Coker started knocking on the door. Simonis would miss early. Second opportunity at a corner, and Trimby would put it away from point-blank range. Pioneers would lose Harkusakis, whatever Coach Chris Williams was worrying about. Alfares says, I'll take care of that. From a tough angle, would make it 2-1. Ondebach would try to get the Pioneers equalizer, but it would just be moments later. Alfares would find Great for his first goal of the year, and that put the game away by a final score of 3-1. Coker goes to 2-7, 1-5 in the league, and the Tusculum Pioneers fall now on the season. A tough 1-6-4. And now they fall to 1-3-2 in the league. For all those part of the Pioneer Sports Network, Dom Donnelly, Nick Forsberg, Jim Miller, and all of the staff here, part of the Pioneer Sports Network, thank you for tuning in for today's South Atlantic Conference soccer doubleheader. The Tusculum women victorious 6-0. Coker Cobras knock off Tusculum in the men's game by a final of 3-1. I'm Brian Staten saying good night from a rainy Pioneer Field.